in Kocaeli, yeah. Do you remember that, when you were pulling with John, I was saying advices to John from topside. Do you remember, Krasimir, or no? Do you remember? I couldn't hold myself. I am the organizer. Can you imagine that? I am so much fan of John, and I was just trying to make sure that Krasimir wouldn't see me. But Krasimir was winning easy. He was 2-0 already. Before the third round, I started to talk with John. I was also doing the announcements. I was like, John, try this. Did you realize it, Krasimir, or not?
Yes, I saw that, but it just motivates me, actually.
I know. I just didn't want, because he was just going, and then he was getting the pressure because Krasimir was so close. So I told John to use the left more, just open Krasimir's angle, when he was coming. So because he's applying maximum pressure. So when John rose him, open his bicep angle a little bit, then he would have less pressure. That he would save his back shoulder, John. But do you realize that on the third round he almost beat you? He bring you that close to the
not the third, the fourth round.
Fourth round, okay, whatever. Yeah, just I don't know, maybe third round.
There are several questions that I have on my mind about that match.
Yeah.
The first question that I ask myself is, a week before that, he pulled in Slovakia at its hand.
Second against Golemanov.
Yes, and he won there easy.
I think he had a little bit problem with Golemanov.
A little bit, yes. And I was asking myself if that match took something from him for the match with me. Other thing was that, let's say like this, the first round at our match, the strap, the buckle was on his hand. I was asking myself what would happen if the buckle was on my hand the first round. The thing is that I was expecting a little bit more fair grip with him. He was trying to cheat me a little bit on the grip. And other thing that I am considering is that actually I was not preparing for him to top roll me. I thought that he will go inside with me, because at Nemirov he was not able to top roll me even without strap. And once we got to the strap, I thought that he will directly go in hook. And during my preparation, I was focusing mostly on the hook, not on my fingers. So these are the things that are in my mind. What would happen if the buckle was on my hand the first round?
Okay, what would change? Because second round it was on your hand, you still beat him.
Yeah, but actually once your brachialis is tired, it's different. I believe he also said this. The first round I had to be on the other side.
Oh, he said, but I mean, I don't think the round was so long.
Yeah. Anyway.
That is the only round that he used the rope, and then he really bring you very close. As you said, fourth. I remember his third round, but he was like probably that close to and you still bring him back to here. Other question, yes, he was sore from the Slovakia, because he asked me painkillers, and I provided him painkillers. I remember he even asked me kinesio tape for the shoulder. That one I couldn't find for him. But we can't take anything from you. He accepted the match.
Actually, these are the things I think in my head. What would happen if he didn't pull in Slovakia? But what would happen if I train at my wrist? This dialogue in my head.
Yeah.
Because I really was expecting him to hook me. I was not expecting to top rope.
I didn't, because his shoulder was hurt. He didn't have the really pressure. He was hurting. To do this pressure, you really need the back shoulder.
But when you go for top row and you go to the side, you also need your shoulders.
Yeah, but the pressure is getting less, you know. I'm just thinking to press your arm this way and then get far from your arm and then apply this. I think I would need 60% of the pressure that I need to beat you in hook. This is at least as a top roller or side pressure guy, this is what I think.
I was just expecting for him to go here inside, but still holding his pronation. This is what I was expecting. But anyway.
Yeah, it was. You are one of the guys that in same weight beat him. What was it? 2013.
Yes, 2012 we pulled at Zloty, and 2013.
The super match, yeah.
Okay.
2012, he was probably suffering even more. You know, it was from the shoulder. He still didn't recover good.
I can say one thing that he had a super match with Terence Opperman before his
shoulder injury. Yeah.
Surgery. So, yes. And the match between them before that surgery and after the surgery, 2012 in Bulgaria, it was exactly the same match. And I was talking with Terence. Your match with John before the surgery and now was looking about the same. And he said, yes, I felt the same power before and now.
But do you think that, you know, when John went to South Africa to pull Terence, maybe his preparation wasn't as hard as the preparation he did for the Bulgaria? Because
maybe, I don't know.
Maybe he didn't so much, you know, worry about him when he goes to South Africa. But when he comes to Bulgaria, you have, who do you have? You have Krasimir Kostadinov, Turubin, Arsen, Tatachings. I would go in better shape there, you know.
Yeah, just
and, you know what we talk about.
About every match in the history of arm wrestling, every match has two parts. What happened, one you know what exactly you saw, what after that was feeling. There are so many different angles that you can watch.
Yeah. But it is good to see all of them. And I see that, you know, you beat John 5-0, and then you are still here and then saying that what would happen if the buckle was on his hand? What would happen if he didn't go to Slovakia? So you are like, it just shows that, you know, you are not blinded by your victories, but you are still analyzing. It is very good. You can only progress by that kind of mindset.
Yes, and about Zloty, there's something that there's inside of me what I want to say. When I put Silaev in the open class with right hand, he did two fouls that the referee didn't see in the qualification match. He did two fouls. And in the final, when he beat me, he also did a little bit foul start and foul after that. And yes, you can check that match. And I asked myself, what would happen if the referee gave the fouls?
In the qualification rounds, and he goes to the B side and comes back from the B side. Yeah.
Maybe it was going to be different.
Janis, don't you think that Krasimir is an interesting guy? Very detailed guy. Yeah.
I know that for many years.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Oh, okay.
Krasimir, yeah.
Oh, you have
Krasimir.
What's that?
Yeah.
My cat.
Yeah. Krasimir, could you name your what you think is your, for example, 3 biggest wins, what you have achieved in your career? Which are your most important?
I'm gonna guess Levan, John, Arsen, or
I say first Arsen in Brazil. This is by far my 2012. By far my biggest thing in my head, because back then nobody was believing in me. Nobody. But I was. After that, Actually, after that it's difficult because there are many matches that I'm proud of. But
Just mention all of them, and let us help you. Okay, two of them are for sure John and Levan. Two of them. But
Yes.
among them, like many. Yeah. And just remind us the others.
I am very happy with the wins over Sasho at our nationals because they were so tough.
Mhm.
Those are great
Vitaly,
matches. Those are great
about-
matches. Yeah.
Valietin?
No. Like,
That's not serious for you.
That's serious.
No, it was, but not. Laletin was not like how to say amongst the very, very, very best. I think.
yes. And now the vendetta with Kurdecha was one of my best matches also, I think.
Best match, yes.
Yeah.
But to beat Levan is a like a bigger thing than because Levan already was the world champion.
Yes.
I think that one of the things that this Krasimir is thinking, remember he's all the time thinking the detailed things. He is like, what if in 2016 Europeans, I didn't have that. Listen. I didn't have the long match with Levan first, and could I win? If the draw was different. Yeah, there was a possibility.
I'm
But
sure that it could be different, but this is the competition. You never know how the draw will go.
My honest opinion, you couldn't beat Arif fresh match anyways, but maybe Levan would beat Arif because both are playing outside.
Mhm.
Then maybe if Levan would beat him, and then you beat Levan, and then Levan goes down again. Arif, but because I say this, you couldn't maybe beat Arif fresh because you also meet Arif fresh at the WAF same year.
Yeah,
This
but
time, and then again the match was same.
yeah, but the thing is that I never managed to sleep with Arif. I wanted to go with strap with him, but I never managed to.
But
Get
if you are not managed to sleep, it just means that you can't. You couldn't, so it doesn't change the result.
Depends. I never tried to go to the straps from here. I
Mhm.
sometimes tried to go to the straps from here. So
Yeah, but you did try yours, so it didn't work. This is what I say that the first match you were tired in Romania, but when you go to Bulgaria, the WAF championships, you are not tired when you meet Arif.
yes, it's true. I
Mhm.
think again I was thinking how to reach the straps with him, but I couldn't.
I know it's only training, but when you come Yalova, you tried in strap as well.
Yes, but just I was not in good shape when I fought him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
For example, then
Baba
when
Krasimir, no, I need to cut you, Krasimir. Before Arif came from Istanbul, you said you were gonna beat him.
I said that
I said he's too good. You are like, okay, wait for Sunday. I remember.
I didn't say that I will beat him. I was thinking that I will beat him, but I couldn't. But I can say just one thing. Back then, when I was training with my partner Yordan Sonev,
Yeah.
he's hook puller, but even when he was trying to top roll me without strap,
Mhm.
I had problem to beat him
Mhm.
without.
Mhm.
Before Zloty,
Mhm.
I was letting him everything, and I was beating him like this when he's trying to top roll me.
Mhm.
But I don't know how the things will go with Arif. I would like to pull him when I'm in good shape again, because he's one of the persons that I never beat at competition, so I would like to pull him again.
Okay, if we go back to subject, Arsen won, and then you said Kurdecha is one of the best matches. And how about the best victories against the best guys other than Kurdecha? Kurdecha is a great guy too, but hasn't been the best yet.
I was very happy 2016 at Nemirov when I beat Babaev. Because I beat Gennady.
Yeah, this is incredible too.
Gennady, Babayev, and Gasparini, one after another.
How did you beat Gasparini? I couldn't remember that one. I know you beat, but how was the match? You hook him?
We slipped, and I did this. I hooked
In
him.
the strap? In the strap?
Yes.
It's incredible. Can you imagine, Janis, the guys that he's counting? He's talking about Gasparini, Babayev, Gennady, Levan, John, Arsen, Laletin. Wow, I mean, you are truly a legend. Truly a legend, you know.
There are a few more names that I need to add to that list.
But these guys that you mentioned beating, most of them also has wins against you too, right? Like Rustam has, Arsen has, John has, and Gasparini has, and Laletin has, or no, right arm?
Gasparini never beat me right-handed.
With left arm.
Oh,
His left arm. Yeah.
he beat you left arm, okay.
Yeah.
But Gasparini won an event that you were in, but you didn't meet him.
With left, not with right.
No. Right arm, you also competed in the same class?
No.
But
every
he
time
won,
when
no?
I was winning.
Last year, he won the same competition. He won with left arm. He didn't compete with right arm last summer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, who didn't compete? Oh, okay. Gasparini didn't compete.
Yeah.
Right
It was in Italy right before his super match with Matt Mask, but he just competed with left arm. Yeah.
And the thing.
So okay, Janis, I ask you, Janis, who would you vote? Three of them for his wins that you just heard now.
I would say wins again, John Brzenk.
One.
I would.
And then Arsen, maybe.
Arsen definitely, and probably Babayo. Yeah, Rustam Babayo. That because I remember that fight. That was a great fight as well against Rustam. It was I think Rustam second year after disqualification. I think it was, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Rustam was very good and as well.
It was 3 years after his disqualification, 3.5 years. 2013 Europeans and 2016 fall or winter, the Zloty.
Yeah, but he was not pulling directly. He was not competing directly when disqualification, I think, finished. He was.
I think he went to England and competed something in England.
Yeah, it was not. It was not serious, and I think Zloty Tour was the first really serious competition for Rustam when he pulled.
Yeah. Arsen was the. Did Arsen lose against anyone except Krasimir during his career after the match that he started to lose Gashevsky just one time? He was still junior.
At Europeans and Worlds, no.
Except he didn't lose to anyone, right?
Yes.
So you are the only guy that actually beat him in his weight category.
Yes.
Yeah, 2005 Gashevsky won. Yeah,
Gashevsky won,
and that's why I get angry when you put him in the pound for pound list and you don't put me.
Oh, Krasimir, just pay attention. What did I write? Did I write Arsen Liliev or I wrote the 2007 78 kilo Arsen Liliev I wrote? Just did I say 90 kilo or 78 kilo?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But if you remember there, it says that Zolev was 70 kilo. I don't even say Zolev of 90 kilo. Because Zolev 2007, it was too much for his weight category. But Zolev of 90 kilo 2019, yes, still good. But I'm just thinking that, like, what do you think, Janis? You have seen those years, like early 2000s. Like Germanus versus Zolev. How do you see that match? Like you see close or no? Yeah, just opinion, just opinion.
Germanus from beginning of 2000.
Yeah, like 2001 Italy, but you were not there, probably. You were there in Italy, 2001? You were?
No, No. I didn't went to Italy.
But have you
I-
seen like best of him, like 2002 Czech Republic?
I saw Germanus in '99 in Hungary. I remember Germanus '99 in Hungary. I think
He was
And,
100 kilo there. Gazdalica.
Yes,
Final
I think
they did.
so.
Yeah.
Yes, Petr Gazdaric. Yeah, Petr Gazdaric.
Yeah, they had a long match.
And
Yeah.
I remember. Yeah, I remember Germanus 2002 from Czech Republic as well.
Yeah, he won the 95 kilo there, right? He won.
It was it was different weight class. It was 70.
Yeah, 95
78,
kilo. Yeah.
95. And also 2003 in Germany, it was a 95 kilo class. I think Germanus.
Okay, like best of Germanus versus best of because of the pulling styles and everything. Like, how do you see? How do you compare them?
Rustam, best of Rustam.
What's that?
I'm
Like
thinking.
Zoloev and Germanus, I meant.
He meant Zaloyev versus Germanus.
Janis.
Janis broke. Janis like
I would like to say Zaluyo. I would like to say Zaluyo, but
Janis running simulations in
Germanus-
his mind right now.
Germanus was crazy. Germanus was crazy in that
The
time.
bicep was so strong. Bicep was so strong, you
It
know.
was incredible. This holding ability, and he always was able to get inside. Hand was great, and then the strength. But
I kind of believe that
it's
it
hard.
is. For me, the Krasimir style that he's just putting joint on his bicep has more chance than, you know, Zolev's dragging type of, like bicep type of, muscle type of hook.
Yes,
Because,
it's strong,
yeah,
yeah.
but Krasimir is cutting, you know, with the joint, you know, he just, you know, involving the joint. I think it is better style to work against Germanus than, you know, just muscle for muscle. I can't really imagine, you know, somebody is opening his bicep with the arm strength this way.
Yeah,
What
but
do you think, Krasimir?
one thing to mention, the way Zoloev beat Sasho was amazing.
Mhm.
I was just
Why
really
the connection?
surprised.
Connection is so bad.
I said that the way that Zoloev beat Sasho was amazing.
in the last worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just come on, you know, like
He beat
Ozan
Toprol
beat him, Spartak beat him. I don't know, with right arm, you know, I think a lot of people start to beat Sasho. I think it is hard to beat Sasho when you try to get away from him, but the people who has good press, they are like Ozan beat him easy, and Spartak beat him easy, Zole beat him easy. Like people who has good pressure, they are beat. Why the connection is bad? Is it only me, or the connection is bad for all you guys too?
It keeps going like this, but it's good. It's good for me. I can hear it now.
And what do you say, Krasimir?
I don't think that Ozan beat him easy or Spartak beat him easy. I cannot say this. I can say that Zoloev beat him most confident.
How long was the Ozan versus Sasho?
You should not count the seconds. You should see how it is and what
No. But because Ozan wanted to go with the pronator, and Ozan was put into the bad position because Sasho started, and then even from there, whenever he moved, he won easy. This is what I say. Because Ozan couldn't do what he wanted to do. He went into the game of Sasho after Sasho get position. Still Ozan's whenever he moved to the pad, it wasn't so hard, you know. This is what I try to say. That wasn't Ozan's plan to beat him that way.
I don't think so. I think that it went the way Ozan wanted.
No. If Ozan wanted to go inside, he would go directly, you know, just inside, you know. He wanted to go most likely side pressure, but I think that Sasho get him, and Ozan lost a little bit pronator, and he beat him. This is how I remember. Do I remember wrong? How do you remember the match?
Yeah, just Ozan was holding his back pressure and went to the side.
Yeah.
But he was in great position during the whole time.
No, this is what I tried to say. He wasn't in great position because that is not the way that he planned to go. But even he was put out of the position that he planned, still, whenever he went to the pin, it wasn't so hard, you know. He moved to the pin pad, you know, and then
I was thinking that he did exactly what he had to do to beat Sasha.
I don't think so. No. No. I know, Ozan. I don't think.
Especially with the strap, he did exactly what he had to do. I have pulled with Sasha many times, and I know what I should do, and Ozan did it perfectly that match.
I think the Ozan just pulled in the way that he was put in. I think Sasha did the movement, first movement.
And no. And one other thing, if the match was going a little bit longer, 5 seconds longer, I believe that Sasha could win that match. But
it didn't go. And
yes.
it didn't go. Yeah, because there wasn't.
But with Hadji, even if the match would go 5 more seconds, I still believe that Hadji would win that match.
Because Hadji was in the winning position. He dragged him and opened his bicep.
Yes, no, not because of that. Just because of the pulling style.
I mean, Sasha, if Sasha puts his shoulder behind and lock himself, it wouldn't be that easy for Zolev. But Zolev just curled his pronator, Sasha's, and then dragged him. Sasha was already open, and then he just dragged him. This is what I saw. Like, I realized one thing. If you want to beat Sasha, you need to control his pronator. Pulling only to his hands is useless. He's going to put his shoulder, and he will hit you all the time to the pad. You really need to control his pronator and bring his hand behind his shoulder. Because if he goes behind, and then he's nightmare there.
Yes, it's true, but this is what I believe, that if Ozan didn't beat him fast, Sasha would be able to beat him. But with Hadji...
Yeah, but Ozan beat him fast because he was stronger. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, I don't say other thing, but I say that with Hadji, even if the match was longer, I still believe that Hadji would win that match.
To me, it depends on where the match stops. Totally, where the match stops.
Okay.
If Sasha gets his position, I don't think that it would be so easy, you know. Like, Zolev never was into this position, never. And then just let's this way start and let Sasha put the shoulder behind. I don't think that, you know, I don't see him opening Sasha's arm, you know. This is something that I believe he could do only at the beginning of the match when the Sasha's shoulders are squared. He just curl him and open him. So Sasha was this. He never was able to apply his side pressure because his forearm was already far from his shoulder.
The thing is that Hadji's biceps is extremely strong also.
Yeah, you would know better. Yeah, you would know better. Yeah. Who has beaten? Okay, one more question. Artur Makarov of 70 kilo, Hajimurad Zolev of 70 kilo. I have never seen Artur losing in a hook match. I've never seen even he's getting a match that, you know, like 3 seconds or 2 seconds or something.
For
what
me,
do you think, Janis, yeah.
For me,
you say it's, yeah.
Pound for pound, right hand, Hadji is the best arm wrestler in the world, I think. When he was lighter, really.
Do you think that he was even better than John? Best of John?
In hook, I believe so. In hook.
But there is nothing in hook, you know. Power is not only in hook. Like when you topple someone, people are just saying that, okay, hook, strong. I mean, pronator is power too. Back pressure is, they are all power, you know, yeah.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying that John beat Clive, John beat like Gary Goody, John beat Richard Lupkes while he was like 95 kilo guy. And I can't imagine Zolev being 70 kilo and beating like...
The thing is that Zolev's wrist is not that good, but his hook is unbelievable.
Yeah, but you don't start in the hook, you know. This is what it is, you know.
So, but this is...
What do you think about Janis, Makarov, and Zolev?
The same situation now. I believe that Chefi is the strongest hook in the world for the last 5 years. Nobody beat Chefi. but still there are about 5 guys who already beat him with top row. But I believe in hook, Chef is the strongest.
Yeah, but do you think that, it is right thing to judge arm wrestler in hook or something, It's arm
No,
wrestling has rules. Like, you don't have to win in the hook way, you understand? I understand you, but, if you are strong, in arm wrestling, you need to be strong here too, If
Yeah.
this is you losing, you
But-
may be strong here, but
but
this
the
is
thing
part of
is
arm wrestling too.
But listen, Dave Chaffee beat me, but maybe he is not going to beat.
Oh, then he must be strongest.
Listen. Dave Chaffee beat me in hook, but maybe he will not
Yeah.
be able to beat Levan. But I will beat Levan. So you never know how the things will go.
Okay. You changing the subject. Do you really believe you can beat Levan now?
Yes, I do believe this.
Yeah, this is what is this what you believe or what you should believe?
No, this is what I believe.
Okay. Then you are correct too. we interviewed with Levan, and he said that he wants to have a career without giving even one single round. I realized that he's cracked. I am cracked too. Don't get wrong. I realized one thing that you need to be cracked to reach somewhere. Okay, Janis, you say your opinion about Makarov and Zolev at 70 kilo hook.
I actually have never pulled against Makarov, so it's opinion from what I have seen from side. But and I have pulled against Haji, and I would still go with.
Yeah, but you never pull Haji in the hook.
Yes. No. I'm not going with hook with any of them. But I still would go with Haji. I would still go with Haji.
Do you know the tick end?
I know, I have seen, but of course, when Haji was 70 kilo, he was not pulling too much with back pressure and pronation. Right now, he's even pulling, and he could even top roll Makarov, I think. But I still believe that even if they would get inside in hook, best of Haji would beat Makarov. That's what I believe.
I asked Arthur, have you ever met Zolev? He said, yeah, Arthur was 70 kilo, Zolev was 85 kilo, and Arthur said that he was expecting Zolev to go inside, and then Zolev top rolled him. But, 70 kilo and 85 kilo. But I will tell you something. When you said that Zolev, when he was 70 kilo, was not going outside, it's not true. Whenever we pulled in Bulgaria, we did the final with him, he was like 20 days before that match, he beat Tokarev. He was 70 kilo. Tokarev same year took third in the Zloty. And you know how he beat him? I saw the video. He did back pressure. He beat 70 kilo guy. Tokarev, he's beating like this. I saw with my eyes the video. He didn't even feel. He just went like this. And then when we pull, I took his wrist. He was like this. And then from there he pronate. And then we slip. And instead, he back pressure, he beat me with the, side pressure. He didn't try to hook me. Maybe if he tried to hook, the things would be different. But I don't think the 70 kilo Haji could top roll Arthur. To top roll Arthur, you really need to have good technical ability, like Mindaugas.
I can tell you something interesting about Haji.
Yeah?
2008 in Canada.
I cannot hear you. Do you guys hear Krasimir good?
Yes, I do.
Krasimir, I couldn't hear you. Can you say again?
2008 in Canada.
Yeah.
I won my first world title.
Yeah.
In under 90 kilo. Haji won
75 kilo.
75 kilo, and
right
after the worlds, we pulled on the
you.
side table, and he beats me.
He beat also Rustam there.
Yes, he beat me first, and after it beat Rustam also.
Wow. Animal.
And the thing is that he made my happiness from my world title a lot less. to
lose a guy like three categories below you. Yeah. And what do you think about 78 kilo Arsen versus Zolev?
You say no. I will say the same thing.
Zolay would win.
A real match, Sen would beat him probably. He would take his wrist, but in
Yeah.
hook, I believe that.
Krasimir, I'm losing my patience to you. What's his hook? Why would he need to pull in hook, you know? What is wrong with these hook pullers?
I'm a hook puller, and for me,
I know, but you're talking with the wrong guys, you know?
for me,
You know, Janis and I, we don't understand you. We feel like you're speaking an African language or something. We don't understand you. Or we don't want to understand you.
for me to take someone's wrist and to beat him with top roll is something like
Cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are cheaters, you know. Hey, Janis, you hear that? Yeah.
I mean, you don't show him that you are stronger. You just show him that you can top roll him. That's all.
Yeah.
If you want to show him that you're stronger, you should hook him and beat him. And believe me,
You're getting cut. I don't know why I cannot hear you. It just goes and comes back.
and this is the reason why with right arm I pull inside, because I love to go inside. I love to overpower my opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah. You know, I you know, the biggest mistake I did before the Arthur match, when you come here, I had 4 weeks to pull Arthur. I lost 10 kilos. Krasimir, 10 kilos I lost. Trust me. 10 kilos, and I was cramping all over because of water loss day before. And Daniel Prokopchuk, because he's becoming doctor, he did serum to me to get the water back. It was big mistake. Like if I ever pull him again, I will lose the weight first. But you remember that my pronator was good on that day, right, Krasimir?
Yes.
When we trained. Yeah. You know, Janis, actually, Krasimir told me that Arif has, of course, stronger back pressure than me, but Krasimir said that your pronator is not any weaker than Arif's. Do you remember you told me this?
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
But I absolutely believe this. I have felt your pronator, I know.
At that time, it really was good, you know. We trained with Krasimir. He also said that, you know, my pronator wasn't bad, you know. But I lost 10 kilos. There's no excuse. The guy just came and beat me. He's the best. I mean, at least better than me for sure. He was best until Irakli beat him. Yeah. I don't think that he could beat Irakli anymore. I don't think so. You know, Irakli would beat him again, you know, if he stayed in 75. I know I shouldn't say this.
The video that you post on Facebook with Irakli doing back pressure with 70 kilos.
Mm-hmm.
When did you see that video? I mean, how do you know that it's 70 kilos?
We talked with him yesterday.
You know?
We talked with him yesterday.
I trust him, you know. Why would he lie to me, you know? At the world level guy at that level, I don't think that they would need to, you know, just say that it's not true, you know. If you tell me you're training with 100 kilo, I would believe it too. Same to Janis, not the Raimons though. Just joking.
I cannot believe that it's 70 kilos. Really. I don't believe it's 70 kilos.
I think the best I could do such in my entire life, maybe 45 kilo, maybe.
I don't believe that I'm able to do this maybe with 50 kilos or not even 50 kilos. 47, for example. I don't believe that the 85 kilo guys will do with 70. The best that I have seen.
Janis. We have done
How
something.
much can you do, Janis? Yeah, now Janis is gonna say is that 75 kilo.
No, we have done less, but not that much less.
I have done with 64 kilos. I have done. I did 2 week ago. I did 55 for 10 reps, like similar style. Maybe not good angle, not good style, but of course it's all about angles.
Of course, like whenever he does, the cable is not coming from here this
degrees.
way,
It's coming
but more like this way, and then he is also a little bit, you know.
Sure.
Whenever I do those kind of things, I am doing this way.
I know Engin how you use them, and you do them in a very clean form, and that's a difference.
Yes,
If,
yes.
Yeah.
if Irakli would do same style as you doing, it's probably
Less.
just 50 kilos or 55.
Yeah.
But
the thing is that
anyway,
the video
for him, that's a
directly was really good. That video was really good and really clean, and that's why I don't believe it's 70 kilos.
You are thinking that the way that Iraqi is in a very clean way?
It is
You
clean.
think it's clean? Okay, then I don't know what is what I do.
Super clean. Then it's
Because
super
there,
clean for you.
your shoulder is involved. You and mine is just like the brachialis is just moving this way. Nothing else, Yeah.
Yeah, I understand that your way is even harder, but the thing is that
Yeah.
for me, the most important thing is that his arm
Mhm.
goes parallel to the floor. This is the most important thing for me. And he does this.
Maybe a little bit higher than that
Yeah.
because I never see cable is coming this way, but a little bit like this. It means the arm is a little bit up. That is because when you do this, there's so much pressure on the front wrist. When you do this, almost no pressure on the front wrist.
But still, what he did for me is unbelievable. If it's really 70 kilos.
I think we're gonna wrap this up. We're already 1 hour 40 minutes in, and it was blast talking with you. And from my part,
is there anything you want to add? Is there anything, Krasimir? I think there is a lot more. I would talk with you like another 1.5 hour, and there a lot to talk with you.
Maybe
we can do part 2.
Yeah, we will do another parts for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, one last thing. You're gonna pull the Latin soon, right? At the Zloty. And okay. And I wish you the best. I wish you the best. Just one question. You plan to hook him or you plan to beat him with or whatever? You will be ready for both.
I will just try to beat him. No matter how.
No matter how.
Yeah.
But of
Same
course,
as Kurdisha.
I will try to hook him. If I'm not able to hook him, what works?
Yeah. Plan A is to hook him, and everything else is Plan B. If that,
Except top roll, please.
Imagine you come out and you top roll a Latin, and everyone would be like,
Actually, for everyone who understands from arm wrestling, it's very easy to see that Latin is not that good against top rollers. But I'm hook puller, so.
Okay. You just said something like who is good against Latin with top roll? How many people? I think the Bulgarian guy beat him. The one that Arif had final.
Mitko.
Yeah. He beat him at the 2018 Europeans in Greece. No,
Bulgaria.
And he's not that good top roller. Also, Zeranov beat him with left with top roll 2-3 times. Also,
but not right arm.
Not right arm, yes, but
right arm he toppled him, I think.
Yes, but the Russian nationals, Alan Tsarikaev top rolled him also when he was 100 kilo plus. Because he's pulling like this.
Yeah.
Not like this. And he's vulnerable against top rollers.
Okay, Janis is gonna hate me.
One more time,
Janis. That's what I was gonna say.
Janis, say again, please.
That's why Arsen is so sure about winning against Vitaly, because his style, he says, works perfect against Vitaly, and he can top roll him quite easily. That's what he thinks.
Arsen Leleev. That's what he told us.
Arsen Leleev believes that he's gonna beat Laletin easily.
Yeah, easy.
Yes, I heard that. Yes, I watched that.
I disagree with Arsen. I disagree. It was that Laletin, not this Laletin, and because Arsen lately was most likely the side pressure guy. He was going like this way instead of the old time, top roll he had it. Do you think that he can, because Levan told us that he wanted to beat Laletin with a side pressure. This is why he lost his wrist, and then he went from outside, and the rest of the rounds were easier because he just tried to go outside instead of trying to control the Laletin's back pressure and pronator. Yeah, do you think that Arsen can beat him, the best of Arsen versus Laletin? What do you think?
Yes, I think that best of Arsen would beat Laletin.
Now, huh? This is Laletin today.
Yes.
Wow. So he was right probably because Krasimir knows both of them better.
Actually, I haven't pulled with Vitaly, who is 130 kilos.
Yeah. But you will.
Yes.
Then you can say for
Soon.
sure.
But no, because different styles,
Yes.
Krasimir is gonna try to go inside and out, yeah. But he will have an idea for sure.
Of course, yeah. Okay, guys, I think that's it. We already been talking for close to 2 hours. Thank you, Krasimir, for being with us. Engin, Janis, if anyone has something to say.
Pleasure.
Yeah, every time I sit here, I am saying to myself, this time I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm gonna just be quiet. I will let everyone else to talk. And then once the subject is arm wrestling, I just can't stop myself, guys.
So weird.
I love arm wrestling.
On Arm Wrestling show, you will talk about arm wrestling.
I can say one interesting thing. I have asked many times myself, am I the guy who loves arm wrestling most in the world? When I visited Devon in Canada, and when I saw his life and how he looks in arm wrestling, I was thinking, maybe this guy loves arm wrestling as much as I do. But after I saw his matches against Dave Jeffy and Todd Hutchins, I said to myself, no, this guy doesn't love arm wrestling as much as I do. If he did, he would just lose that match. He was not going to do that ugly thing that he did. And now, lately, when I'm watching at the forums all the time, and I'm asking myself if Engin loves arm wrestling more than I do, or the same as I do, because he's writing all the time something about arm wrestling. And yes, Engin, this is something that is in my mind. If you love arm wrestling more than I do.
Krasimir, this is the time that I am like far from arm wrestling. From my Northeast message board time, I don't know, Raymond maybe doesn't know, but Janis may know it. That I was like, there was a message board, Northeast message board, like sometimes up to 16 hours, 17 hours, all about arm wrestling. I was just crazy. After that, I kind of get a little bit far from here, but now I'm coming back. Yeah. So but I also see you that you are not like a guy that goes and wins arm wrestling. Okay, I'm champion or something, because you are asking all these questions to yourself, like if the buckle was on John's side, if he didn't pull in Slovakia, every small detail. It just means that it is in your spirit. You love arm wrestling, and I respect it a lot. And thank you for being with us. I know this is the moderator's job, but he tried 2 times. I cut him again 2 times, so he get used to. You take care, guys. Before I ask another question.
Bye.